Hello, everyone. Today we will tell you about 20 actors who left a bright mark on the cult series Magnum, P.I. Behind the scenes of this dynamic show filled with adventures and investigations, there were destinies full of drama and tragedy. In this video, we will share the life stories of these actors, many of which ended earlier than they could have imagined. We will remember the charismatic Roger Mosley, whose character T.C. became a legend, and find out how the life of John Hillerman, who played the role of the strict and pedantic Higgins, turned out. But that's not all. You will find the story of one actor whose fate will truly shock you. Watch this video to the end to find out the details that will shock you to the core. John Hillerman, as Jonathan Quayle Higgins, is one of the central characters in the television series. Magnum. P.I. Higgins is the manager of the wealthy Robin Masters estate where Magnum lives. He is known for his British reserve, strictness, and incredible adherence to the rules. His interactions with Magnum were often a source of humor, as their different approaches to life created many comic situations. Despite his outward strictness, Higgins showed concern for Magnum and helped him in difficult situations. John Hillerman, born December 20, 1932, was a talented American actor, best known for his role as Higgins in the television series Magnum, P.I., for which he received an Emmy Award. His acting career spanned many projects, both on television and in films. Before playing Higgins, he also appeared in films such as Chinatown and Breakfast at Tiffany's. John Hillerman died on November 9, 2017, at the age of 84 from heart failure. His passing was sad news for fans, but his work in film and television lives on through his unforgettable portrayals, especially his iconic role as Jonathan Higgins. Roger E. Mosley, as Theodore T.C. Calvin, is one of Magnum's closest friends and a major character in the television series. Magnum P.I.T.C. was a helicopter pilot and charter company owner who often assisted Magnum in his investigations by ferrying him around the Hawaiian Islands. His cheerful and positive personality complemented the more serious moments of the series, and his strong friendship with Magnum added a special warmth to the show. T.C. was always willing to help and often found himself involved in Magnum's most dangerous and interesting missions. Roger E. Mosley, born December 18, 1938, is an American actor, director, and screenwriter. During his long career, he appeared in over 150 films and television series, but his role as T.C. in Magnum, P.I. became his best known and most beloved by viewers. In addition to acting, Roger was also an active African-American activist in the film and television industries. Roger E. Mosley died on August 7, 2022, at the age of 83. His death followed a car accident that left him with serious injuries that led to his passing. Roger Mosley left behind a powerful legacy in the world of television, and his role as T.C. continues to inspire generations of viewers and remains one of the show's favorites. Gillian Dobb as Agatha Chumley is one of the colorful and memorable characters in the Magnum, P.I. series. Agatha Chumley, Jonathan Higgins' British girlfriend, was a frequent guest star and provided comic relief to the series with her refined manners and charm. She was a great complement to the stern and serious Higgins, and provided some of the funniest moments when interacting with Magnum. Her character was always distinguished by her understated elegance but her knack for getting into funny situations, making her an important part of the show. Gillian Dobb, born the 8th of May 1929, was a British actress who began her acting career at a mature age, which is notable in itself. Before entering film and television, she was known as a stage actress, but her later success on television, especially with her role in Magnum P.I., brought her recognition. Gillian created an image of refined and educated ladies with a special British charm, which made her images unique. Gillian Dobb died on March 31, 2001, at the age of 71. The cause of her death was a long battle with cancer, which she fought in the last years of her life. Despite the disease, she retained her optimism and strength of spirit until the end. Her colleagues remembered her as an incredibly kind and cheerful woman who always brought warmth and lightness to the atmosphere of filming. After her death, many fans of the series remembered her work with warmth and gratitude, and the role of Agatha Chumley remains one that will forever be remembered by viewers thanks to her charming performance and inimitable style. Kwon Hee Lim as Lieutenant Yoshi Tanaka is one of the key characters that added an important element of local Hawaiian culture and police intrigue to the Magnum PI series. Lieutenant Tanaka was a police officer who often collaborated with Magnum on investigations, despite their differences. Tanaka was a stern but fair lawman who helped solve difficult cases, and his constant appearance on the show added a professional and formal tone to Magnum's investigations. His interactions with Magnum were often accompanied by light humor, as they had different views on investigating crimes, which made their relationship especially interesting for viewers. Kwon Hee Lim, born July 11, 1922, was a famous Hawaiian actor who played many roles in television and film, but his work on Magnum PI brought him the most fame. Kwon Hee Lim was also a lawyer and often appeared in court cases, making his career unique. His acting was based on his personal experiences in the judicial system, which gave his roles realism and depth. In addition to his work on Magnum PI, he starred in shows such as Hawaii 5-0, where he also played police officers and law enforcement officers. Kwon Hee Lim died on December 22, 2008, at the age of 86. The cause of his death was complications related to chronic illnesses that developed in the last years of his life. Despite his illness, Lim remained active and continued to work until his final days. His colleagues and friends remembered him as a man with a big heart and endless energy, who was always willing to help young actors and support any initiative on set. His role as Lieutenant Tanaka will forever remain in the hearts of Magnum PI fans, as will his contributions to the television industry in Hawaii. Jeff McKay as Lieutenant McReynolds is a character who added both comic and serious moments to the Magnum PI series. Lieutenant McReynolds, as a police representative, was a frequent ally of Magnum in his investigations, helping to solve cases and ensure law enforcement. McReynolds was disciplined and professional, which made him an important element of the police storylines of the series. In addition, his interactions with other characters were always accompanied by light humor, which gave the series additional dynamics and liveliness. Jeff McKay, born October 20, 1948, was an American actor who established himself through his roles on television, especially in such series as Magnum PI and Tales of the Gold Monkey. McKay was the cousin of famous actor Robert Redford and began his career with small roles, but due to his charisma and talent, he soon became famous in television circles. He also appeared in such series as Jag and Airwolf, where his distinctive images were memorable to viewers. Jeff McKay died on August 22, 2008, at the age of 59. The cause of death was liver cancer, which he had been battling for several years. His colleagues and friends remembered him as a cheerful and friendly person who was always ready to support others. Despite his illness, he continued to act until the last days of his life, remaining true to his craft. His contribution to the television industry and his roles, especially Lieutenant McReynolds, continued to inspire respect and leave a mark on the hearts of viewers. Glenn Cannon as Dr. Eyebold is a character who added a medical and professional perspective to the Magnum PI series. Dr. Eyebold was the doctor that Magnum and the other characters often turned to when they were injured or had health problems. His character typically remained calm and professional, even in the most difficult situations, which gave the show a realistic approach to the medical aspects. Dr. Ebold not only looked after the character's physical health, but also often became an advisor to Magnum, making him an important character in the structure of the show. Glenn Cannon, born November 21, 1932, was an accomplished stage and television actor. In addition to his role on Magnum, P.I., Cannon was also known for his work on shows such as Hawaii Five-0 and Jake and the Fat Man. He was an important figure in the Hawaiian television and theater scene, where he taught drama and helped develop a new generation of actors. His multifaceted career included not only television, but also work in the theater, where he showed himself as a talented director and teacher. Glenn Cannon died on April 20, 2013, at the age of 80. The cause of death was a long-term illness, which he kept hidden from the general public, continuing to work and do what he loved until his last years. His colleagues and students remembered him as a person who treated the arts with special reverence and was dedicated to his work. His contribution to the development of television and theater arts, especially in Hawaii, remains significant, and his character, Dr. Ebold, continues to live in the hearts of fans of the series Magnum, P.I. Elisha Cook Jr. As Francis "Ice Pick" Hofstetler is one of the most memorable characters on Magnum. P.I. Francis Hofstetler, known by his nickname Ice Pick, was more than just an informant. He was a man with deep connections in the criminal underworld who assisted Magnum in various investigations. His character was mysterious and surrounded by many rumors, which gave him a special mystique and intrigue. Despite his criminal reputation, Ice Pick was a loyal friend and was willing to go to great lengths for those close to him, especially Rick. Hofstetler's interactions with Magnum were always accompanied by a serious atmosphere, but his character also brought elements of tension to the series. Elisha Cook Jr., born December 26, 1903, was an American film legend, especially known for his roles in film noir such as The Maltese Falcon and Goblet of Terror. He began his acting career during the silent film era, and his long career in the industry has made him one of the most recognizable character actors in Hollywood. Cook was a master of portraying characters with distinct features, from criminals to ordinary people with difficult lives. His small stature but expressive face and piercing gaze made him ideal for playing people who found themselves in dark and dangerous situations. Elisha Cook Jr. died on May 18, 1995, at the age of 91 from a stroke. He lived a long and eventful life, remaining active for many decades in film and television. His role as Ice Pick in Magnum, P.I. was one of his last major works and left a deep mark on fans. Despite his long career, Elisha Cook Jr. will forever be remembered by audiences as a master of tense and dramatic roles, and his contribution to the development of the film, noir, and television detective genres remains invaluable. Lance Legault as Colonel Buck Green is a strong and authoritative character on Magnum P.I. who added dramatic depth and military discipline to the series. Colonel Green was a former military commander who often clashed with Magnum, both in the past and present. Their relationship was complex and tense, which added an emotional dynamic to the series. Green was known for his dedication to military principles, which sometimes clashed with Magnum's more free-spirited approach to life and work. The character of Buck Green symbolized strictness and military order, and his interactions with the main characters were always accompanied by poignant moments. Lance Legault, born May 2, 1935, was an American actor and stuntman who made a name for himself through roles in war dramas and action films. His deep, menacing voice and strong physique made him an ideal choice for roles of violent yet charismatic characters. Legault worked as a stuntman and bodyguard for Elvis Presley before starting his acting career. He also appeared on shows like The A-Team and Knight Rider, where his characters were always the epitome of strength and authority. Lance Legault died on September 10, 2012, at the age of 77 from heart failure. His death was a loss to the industry, as Legault was respected as an actor and a person. He left behind many unforgettable roles, and his impact on television series in the 1980s remained significant. His role as Colonel Buck Green in Magnum, P.I. will forever remain in the hearts of fans as an example of a strong and unyielding military leader who stood by his principles to the end. Phyllis Davis as Cleo Mitchell is a character who brought excitement and intrigue to the Magnum, P.I. series. Cleo Mitchell was a woman with a mysterious past who often found herself involved in difficult and dangerous situations. Her character was an independent and strong woman who could stand up for herself but was also vulnerable, which made her especially interesting to viewers. Cleo interacted with Magnum and other characters, adding an element of tension and romance to the show. Her scenes were filled with drama and unexpected twists. Phyllis Davis, born July 17, 1940, was an American actress known for her roles in various television shows and films, including Vega Dollar and Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. She often played flamboyant, beautiful women with strong personalities, which made her popular among viewers. Phyllis had a natural charm and charisma that helped her create memorable characters on screen. Her work on the series Vega Dollar also became one of her most famous roles. Phyllis Davis died on September 27, 2013, at the age of 73 after a battle with cancer. Her death came as a shock to her fans and colleagues, who remembered her as a bright and cheerful woman who always brought joy to the set. Despite her illness, she continued to work until the last years of her life, remaining true to her craft. Her contribution to television and film remained significant, and her roles continue to live in the hearts of viewers. Danny Kamakona as Hung Ching is the character that brought the local Hawaiian culture and criminal intrigue to the Magnum P.I. series. Hung Ching was a powerful businessman with a dark past who often encountered Magnum during his investigations. His character was cunning and devious, making him one of Magnum's most dangerous opponents. The interactions between Hung Ching and the main character were always accompanied by tense and dramatic moments, which added spice and intrigue to the series. Danny Kamakona, born November 15, 1935, was a Hawaiian actor who made a name for himself through roles in films and television series related to Hawaiian culture and the criminal underworld. In addition to his work on Magnum P.I., he also starred in films such as The Karate Kid 2, where he played the martial artist Sato. Kamakona was known for his deep voice and ability to create complex, ambiguous characters, which made him popular among directors. Danny Kamakona died on May 2, 1996, at the age of 60, from heart failure. His death was unexpected, and his passing left a significant loss to the Hawaiian television and film industries. He was one of the actors who made an important contribution to the representation of Hawaiian culture in American cinema. His roles in Magnum, P.I., and other projects remain memorable to his fans, and his characters continue to inspire audiences around the world. Martha Dubois as Michelle Hugh is one of the most important female characters in the Magnum P.I. series. Michelle Hugh was Magnum's ex-wife, and her story played a key role in the development of the main character. Her appearance in the series added dramatic depth and emotional tension, as her and Magnum's story was filled with tragic moments and complex feelings. Their love and relationship, overshadowed by war and circumstances, often became the basis for many touching and intense episodes. Michelle was an enigmatic and complex woman that Magnum could never forget, and her appearance in his life always brought a new twist to the plot. Martha Dubois, born December 15, 1952, was a talented Panamanian-American actress who worked in television and film. In addition to her work in Magnum P.I., she also appeared in series such as Star Trek, The Next Generation, and Matlock, where she demonstrated her acting skills. Her looks and charisma made her an ideal candidate for roles of strong and independent women, which helped her win the attention of viewers. Martha played complex female roles with special emotional depth, and her performance in Magnum P.I. was one of the most memorable. Martha Dubois died on May 8, 2018, at the age of 65. The cause of her death was cancer, which she had been battling for several years. Her death was a great loss to the industry and fans, as she continued to work until her last days. Colleagues remembered her as an actress with a deep understanding of her characters and a real passion for her craft. Michelle Hughes' role in Magnum P.I. will remain one of Martha Dubois' most memorable works, which still touches the hearts of fans. Orson Welles as Robin Masters is one of the most enigmatic and intriguing characters in the Magnum P.I. series. Robin Masters is a wealthy writer who owns the estate where Magnum lives. Although his face was never shown on screen, Robin Masters' voice, voiced by Orson Welles, added a mystical and mysterious air to the series. Robin was a key figure in Magnum's life, providing him with a home and resources for his investigations, but his identity was always kept in the shadows, which added an element of mystery to the show. Orson Welles, born May 6, 1915, was one of the most important directors, actors, and screenwriters in the history of cinema. He went down in cinema history as the creator of the cult film Citizen Kane, 1941, which became a revolution in cinema. In addition, Welles was famous for his radio plays, especially the famous adaptation of the novel The War of the Worlds. His deep, expressive voice made him sought after for voiceover work, and it was his unique timbre that won him the role of Robin Masters in Magnum. P.I. Orson Welles died on October 10, 1985, at the age of 70 of a heart attack. His death was a great loss to the entire art world, as Welles left behind a rich legacy as a director, actor, and innovator. His voice as Robin Masters remains one of the most memorable features of the series, and his work in film continues to be studied and admired by new generations of filmmakers. Eugene Roach, as Luther H. Gillis, is one of the most colorful and comedic characters on Magnum P.I. Luther Gillis was a private detective from St. Louis who assisted Magnum in his investigations. He was a gruff but charming man who often found himself in comical situations. His old-fashioned methods of work and love of drinking made his character especially interesting to viewers, adding an element of lightness and humor to the show. Luther Gillis was a complete contrast to the more serious Magnum, which created many funny scenes. Eugene Roach, born September 22, 1928, was a famous American character actor who appeared in many TV series and films. His work included shows such as Soap and All in the Family, where he played colorful supporting roles. Eugene was a master of comedy and drama, and his ability to transform into various characters made him popular with producers and viewers. Eugene Roach died on July 28, 2004, at the age of 75 of a heart attack. His death was a great loss to his colleagues and fans, who remembered him as a kind and funny man, always ready to support his friends and colleagues on the set. His roles, especially Luther Gillis, continued to bring smiles to viewers, and his contribution to television comedy and drama remains significant. Joe Santos as Lieutenant Nolan Page is the character who brought police rigor and seriousness to the Magnum P.I. series. Lieutenant Page was a police officer who often worked with Magnum to solve crimes. His professionalism and desire for justice made him a key figure in the investigations, and his strong character and dedication to the job often led to clashes with Magnum, which added drama and tension to the series. Joe Santos, born June 9, 1931, was an experienced actor known for his roles in police dramas such as The Rockford Files, where he played Detective Dennis Becker. His deep voice and strong screen presence made him popular in television detectives and dramas. His career included both serious roles and comedic bits, demonstrating his versatility as an actor. Joe Santos died on March 18, 2016, at the age of 84, after suffering a heart attack complicated by mechanical ventilation. His death was a tragedy for his family and fans, but his rich legacy as an actor continues to inspire audiences and actors alike. His role as Lieutenant Page on Magnum, P.I. remains one of his most memorable performances, and he will forever remain in the hearts of police drama fans. Gwen Verdon as Catherine Peterson is a character that added dramatic depth to the Magnum, P.I. series. Catherine Peterson was a woman with a difficult life, and her appearance on the show brought drama and emotional moments. Her complicated relationships with the main characters, particularly Magnum, made her storyline rich and full of intrigue. Verdon played her character with a special sense of depth, which added another layer of human emotion to the series. Gwen Verdon, born January 13, 1925, was a famous actress and dancer who gained worldwide fame for her work on Broadway. She won 4 Tony Awards for her roles in musicals such as Damn Yankees and Sweet Charity. In addition to her stage career, Gwen also starred in a number of films and TV series, where her unique style and talent helped her win the love of audiences. Gwen Verdon died on October 18, 2000, at the age of 75, of a heart attack. Her death was a loss to the world of theater and film, as Verdon was one of the most famous and respected actresses of her time. Her role in Magnum, P.I., was one of her last television roles. Oh Soon-Taek as Dr. Bill Sue is a character who brought medical and intellectual depth to the Magnum, P.I. series. Dr. Sue was an important supporting character who assisted Magnum in his investigations. He often found himself at the center of complex and complicated cases that required medical intervention or consultation. His interactions with the main characters, especially Magnum, added realism and important information to the series' structure. Oh Soon-Taek, born June 29, 1932 in Korea, was a renowned actor whose career spanned a variety of roles in both television and film. He was particularly known for his roles in MAS*H, Hawaii Five-0, and the film The Brother's Bride. Oh Soon-Taek was one of the first Korean-American actors to gain international recognition for his roles in Hollywood. His work was instrumental in the representation of Asian actors in Western cinema. Oh Soon-Taek died on April 4, 2018, at the age of 85 after a long battle with illness. His death was a loss to the industry, as he was one of the pioneers in Hollywood for Asian actors. His roles, including Dr. Bill Sue in Magnum, P.I., left an indelible mark on audiences. Bob Hoye as Bart is a character who appeared in episodes of Magnum, P.I. as a supporting character. Bart was associated with criminal activity, and his character added a series of dramatic moments and poignancy. Despite his limited screen time, his participation always made an important contribution to the storyline related to Magnum's investigations. Bob Hoye, born April 3, 1927, was a renowned stuntman and character actor who starred in numerous Western and adventure series such as Bonanza, The Wild Wild West, and The High Chaparral. His film and television career spanned over 50 years, and he was considered one of the best stuntmen of his time. In addition to his stunt work, Hoye also had numerous roles in various television shows. Bob Hoye died on February 8, 2010, at the age of 82 from complications following heart surgery. His death was a loss to many in the industry, as he was respected as an actor and professional stuntman. His work lives on screen, and his character in Magnum P.I. remains part of his rich legacy. Tommy Fujiwara, as Dr. Komiya, is another important medical character in the Magnum P.I. series, who provided assistance to the main character and his friends during difficult times. Dr. Komiya was a professional and compassionate doctor who was always ready to offer his medical knowledge and support in critical situations. His character helped bring realism to the series, demonstrating the importance of medicine in difficult investigations and dangerous situations. Tommy Fujiwara, born May 11, 1928, was a Hawaiian actor who often appeared in various television series and films related to Hawaiian culture. His acting career began in Hawaii, where he became known for his roles in shows such as Hawaii 5-0 and other local television projects. Fujiwara was well known in the islands for his commitment to local culture and traditions. Tommy Fujiwara died on April 19, 1997, at the age of 68. His passing is a significant loss to the Hawaiian film industry, where he made important contributions as an actor and cultural ambassador. His roles on Magnum, P.I., and other projects remain an important part of the island's television history. Jimmy Borges, as Happy Ho, is a supporting character who brought both comic relief and drama to the Magnum P.I. series. Happy Ho was a man associated with criminal activity in Hawaii, but his character was always known for his strong personality and charisma. His interactions with Magnum were filled with tension and interesting twists, which added depth to the series. Jimmy Borges, born July 1, 1935, was a famous Hawaiian singer and actor. He was especially known as a jazz vocalist, and his music career made him one of the most popular figures in Hawaii. Aside from music, Borges also starred in various television series, including Hawaii 5-0 and Magnum P.I., where his charismatic roles won the love of viewers. Jimmy Borges died on April 30, 2016, at the age of 80 after a long battle with cancer. His passing is a great loss to the Hawaiian music and television worlds, as he was a true legend of the islands. His work as a singer and actor left an indelible mark on his fans, and his character, Happy Ho, will remain an important part of his legacy. Danny Miller, as FBI Agent Longdon, is a character who added an element of tension and formality to the Magnum P.I. series, representing the government forces in Magnum's investigations. Agent Longdon was a professional in his field, often collaborating with Magnum and his team on particularly difficult cases. His character was an important contribution to the plot, adding an edge and seriousness to the series. Danny Miller, born April 25, 1934, was an American actor known for his work in film and television. He appeared in many projects, including Wagon Train, Gunsmoke, and Tarzan, but one of his most famous roles was his work on Magnum. P.I. Danny was popular for his tall and strong physique, which made him an ideal choice for roles of strong and confident characters. Danny Miller died on September 9, 2014, at the age of 80. His death was a loss to his fans and colleagues who remembered him as a talented and charismatic actor who was always ready to support others on the set. His roles, including FBI Agent Longdon, live on and inspire new viewers,